This video will demonstrate the Home Edition EV charger installation and setup process. The EVC can work with SolaX inverter via RS485 communication. In this system, we can do zero export control. When SolaX EVC works with the third-party string inverter, it must connect with CT. Part 1. Installation tips. Please pay attention to the environment and weather. Installation in extreme cases is prohibited. The packing list of the product is shown in the figure, mainly containing EV charger and other accessories. These are the tools you need for this installation. Please prepare those tools before installation. Part 2. Product display. Please reserve enough space for installation, according to this requirement, to avoid affecting the heat dissipation of the device. EV charger has two types: socket type and plug type, also known as connector type. The front and sides of the EV charger are shown in the figure below. Part 3. EV charger installation on the wall. Step 1. Remove back bracket. Step 2. Fix the bracket and the cable hook. Pay attention to the hole depth and the torque, and the cable hook is only for the plug type. Step 3. Hang the EVC on the wall for trial. Before wiring, you need to hang the EVC on the backplane to see if the position is suitable. Step 4. Remove rear cover. Step 5. Pull the base plate out. Part 4. Wire connection. Here is the connection interface. L1, L2, L3 NPE are for the AC connection. The green terminal is RS485 port, which is used to connect SolaX inverter or meter. The RJ45 port is used to connect CT. Following, we will demonstrate the CT connection. First, strip the wire. Stripping length is between 12.5 to 18 mm. Connect the terminal block to wire, crimping it with crimping pliers. Repeat the above steps, and finally get 3 lives, 1 neutral and 1 PE. For the CT connection, you need use a network cable. Insert the network cable into the RJ45 terminal, which is used for CT connection. If you are going to connect an inverter, you don't need to connect this network cable. Next, connect cables to terminals. Insert the wires into the corresponding wire ports and tighten them. And then, hang the EVC on the wall. Finally, connect the charging connector. Please install the hook according to usage habits for easy access and placement. Part 5. Communication cable connection of EVC. Solution 1. Home Edition EVC communicates with CT. If the EVC is connected to the CT, it can work with third-party string inverter. And if you want to use green and eco mode, the system cannot do zero export control. Connect one end of the CT to the end of the EVC via the RJ45 terminal adapter to extend the CT cables. This is the RJ45 interface mentioned earlier. Clip 3 CTs on 3 lives. Make sure that the R, S, and T of CT correspond 1-to-1 with L1, L2, and L3. The direction of the CT should point to the grid. As shown in the figure, the location of CT should be between grid and whole system. Solution 2. Home Edition EVC communicates with the inverter. If the system has zero injection requirement, the EV charger must communicate with the inverter. In this system, the EVC is connected to the SolaX inverter via RS485. In this case, the CT or meter is required to connect with inverter. There is no need to connect another CT to EVC. Different inverters have different communication interfaces with EV charger. The following are inverter models that support communication with EVC and the corresponding communication protocols. For hybrid G4 and EV charger, both of the connections use pin 4 and pin 5 of COM port. This video uses the X3 hybrid G4 as an example to introduce how EVC is connected to the inverter. Connect the EV charger to the COM port of the inverter via 2-cores wire. One side is the RJ45 for inverter COM port, and the other side connect to A1 and B1 of green terminal on EVC. For X3 Pro G2, it uses RS485 port. For EV charger, it uses COM port. For these inverters, they use the same pins as meter connection, so you need a RJ45 splitter. For EV charger, it uses COM port. Part 6. Run the EV charger. Check that the device is fixed well on the wall, and pay attention to electricity safety. Part 7. Settings on the inverter. First, communication setting. The default password is 2014. Enter the advanced setting and set Modbus. Note that EV charger is selected in function control setting. Set the baud rate to 9600. Second, battery charge, EVC function setting. Enter battery charge, EVC. If you don't want to use batteries to charge the car, just set disable. Function control is only for G4 hybrid inverter. Part 8. App setting. Use your smartphone to scan below QR code to download the SolaX Cloud app. If you don't have an account, you can create a new one on the app. If you already have one, just log in. First, log in your account and turn to device page in the app. Second, touch the plus icon in the middle of the page. Fill in the information to add the site, and scan the QR code to add the EV charger. Touch the EV charger icon and then touch the settings button to enter the settings page. In green mode, the EV charger will maximize the use of surplus power generated from the inverter. In eco mode, it helps users to charge at a minimum power rate. In fast mode, the EV charger will charge the EV at the fastest rate. You can select timer boost mode and set the start and end time for the charger. During this period, it will charge at the fastest mode. Also, you can select Smart Boost with an end time and the total energy, for example 100 kWh. The system will use the PV energy in priority and ensure 100 kWh has been charged by the end time. Click Main Breaker Limit to set the response value. Click Advanced Settings to set the overvoltage limit and undervoltage limit. If the grid voltage exceed the limit, the charger will stop work. Note that the range of overvoltage limit is 260,300. The undervoltage limit ranges from 80 to 160. Click Grid Data Source. If EVC communicates with CT, choose Grid Data Source is CT. If EVC communicates with inverter, choose Grid Data Source is inverter. Click RFID function to enable or disable the feature. Click Card Activation Mode to enable or disable the feature. Thank you for watching.